Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the time. I will present about my research. It is about the control of DC motor using proportional integral derivative in Arduino hardware implementation. My name is Alfian Marif. I am from Department of Electrical Engineering, Universitas Ahmad Dahlan, Yogyakarta, Indonesia. So this is my research. And this is my outline from the presentation. Sorry. The first is about introduction, and then the next step is about methods, and then results, and also finally the conclusions. The first is about the introduction. So DC motor have a lot of application, such as in robotics and in the industrial. It is very famous and also very popular because the DC motor is simple and then easy to install and also easy to control, but it can give the good performance. So it is very popular and also familiar. And then the problem in the DC motor is how to control and stabilize the angular speed. Actually, that is the position or the angular speed that must be controlled in DC motor. In the reset, we will control the angular speed. Our solution to control the DC motor is using the one of the family's controller. It is about proportional integral derivative control, or we can call it the PID control. PID is just because it is have a simple structure and also easy to implementation in simulation or in hardware. It is very easy to implementation in simulation and also in hardware implementation. And the structure of PID controller is very simple but can give the good performance. Also, it is very easy to understand. And then there are a lot of simulation about the DC motor, but in the research, we will have the hardware implementation because the simulation and the hardware implementation is different. It is better to examine the hardware implementation. Then we will use the low-cost device, the Arduino, for examine the controller. This is the DC motor that we will use in the simulation. It is using the GKA type of DC motor, and then the RPM is 200 RPM. Okay, the next is about the methods. There are some components in the methods research. The first is about the block diagram system, and then the control system block diagram, and the last is about the PID controller. Okay, this is the blocks diagram system. There are some components in the system. The first is about Arduino, and then driver motor, DC motor, and also the sensor. The voltage is 12, and then the Arduino voltage is 5. The interface is the serial monitor or the serial plotter from the Arduino IDE in the laptop or computer. And then there are encoder sensor to calculate the RPM meter or the angular speed. And then there are motor driver to bridge the microprocessor and then the DC motor, or to increase the voltage from 5 voltage to 12 voltage. And then the Arduino, that in the Arduino there is a PID controller and also the RPM meter to calculate the angular speed. This is our control system blocks diagram. That are the SP is the set point, so this is the reference. The reference is the angular speed. It can be 100 or 75 and 50. And then there are the data from the sensor, encoder sensor. It is the present value. It will be compared with the set point, and then we can get the error value between the set point and the sensor value. And the PID controller is used to calculate the control signal that can be sent to the driver motor, and then the motor driver will send the voltage to the DC motor. The control signal is using the PWM or the pulse width modulation. This is the result and discussion from our research. The first is about the open loop test or the open loop simulation. So we give the PWM or give the voltage to the DC motor, and then we calculate the RPM with the 5T PWM and then 100 PWM and so on. It will give the different RPM, but the different PWM give the different RPM. We can see if we use the open loop simulation, we very difficult to control the RPM. So we need to controller to set the RPM from the DC motor as we want to know the speed. So if we use the open loop simulation, it will not easy to set the RPM. Then if the DC motor have something happen, it will give the different RPM. It can be disturbance on the and then uncertainty on or other. It will give the different RPM. So we need to controller to correct the speed, the motor speed. This is the proportional effect. So PID controller have three methods, three controller. The first is about proportional control, and the second is integral control, and the last is about derivative control. So this is the effect of the proportional control. So we define the proportional value. It is 1, and then we increase to 2, 3, 4, and 5. We can see if we increase the proportional value, it can affect the rise time, overshoot, and also the steady state error. The response system is it is about the response system. So if we change the controller parameter, if it will give the effect to the response system. The response system is about rise time, overshoot, and also steady state error. You can see if we increase the proportional value, it can increase the rise time, also the overshoot, and the steady state error from the set point. We use in the simulation, in the hardware implementation, we use the 100 RPM for the set point. So if we increase the proportional value, it will decrease the distance between the RPM, the set point, and also the present value from the sensor, encoder sensor. And this is the effect of the integral controller. We can see from the figure, the integral effect is give the faster rise time, and then the bigger overshoot, and also the steady state error is missing or 0. So this is the effect of the integral controller. It can give the 0 steady state error and also increase overshoot and the rise time. We start the 0.2 for the first integral value, and next. This is the derivative controller. In the hardware implementation, we can see the effect is just a little effect from the derivative controller. It reduce or decrease the overshoot, just effect of the derivative controller. So it is just a little bit give effect from the derivative controller. This is the examination about the tracking control. So in this examination, we change the set point from 50 and then 75 and then 125 and so on. And the best parameter is the Kp or the proportional value is 1, and then the integral value is 0.3, and the derivative value is 0.1. It is the first best PAT parameter. And the second is 1, 0.4, and 0.1. We use the first best parameter. It can be seen that the best parameter PAT is not always best performance in order set point. So it just gives the best performance in the one set point. If we change the set point, it will give the different performance, but it can still handle and control the decimator to follow the set point or the reference. That is the important part of the controlling some system. So from the research, we can give some conclusion. The first is the PAT controller can control, handle, and stabilize the DC motor system actually in the angular speed at various set points. So it can follow the reference. This is the best parameter of PAT. And then with characteristic without the overshoot, and the other best parameter is with a little bit overshoot. We can see the proportional controller can affect the overshoot, and then rise time, and the integral controller can affect the steady state error, and the derivative controller just a little bit affect the overshoot. That's all from my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.